Yo, what's really good, man? This is gonna be uploaded a little late if you're on my personal YouTube channel. Sorry, life happens. Life got in the way. I wanted this up 2 days ago and it didn't happen. If you're on Rec League Podcast, man, this is getting posted, shared. You know, it's out there for the world. Like basically after the first round of the playoffs are already over, but this is the earliest as far as the way I schedule the release of my episodes. This is the earliest I could get you guys this. So if you're on an audio only, man, like Facebook, not Facebook, I'm sorry, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Stitcher, however you get your Rec League fix, you just gonna have to have the faith that I keep it real and I'm honest with mine. And I got it before the playoffs started, but after the season was over and the first round of the playoffs is still ongoing, man. Because if you're on YouTube, you can see I have last episode's dry erase board still up. My facial hair is long is I have significantly more facial hair in the intro to this episode, in my Avengers discussions, in my in-game discussions, and now we just gonna have to do this. So hopefully y'all know that I keep it honest. Like nobody wants to make a show where they lying. You know what I mean? It's counterproductive in my opinion. So in the first round of the Eastern Conference, I'm gonna go round by round. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go first round East, first round West, semifinals East, semifinals West, conference finals, finals. You know what I'm saying? So Eastern Conference round one, Milwaukee Bucks, Detroit Pistons. The Bucks have been a wrecking ball all season. Giannis Antetokounmpo should win MVP. Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton was getting his in the All-Star game. They're in the Central Division with my Pacers, so I kind of hope they get swept in the opening round. But they play in the Central Division Detroit Pistons, so I would hope that Adam Silver could just step in. Like, no, both of these teams sweep each other. This is gonna be a 4-game series, and neither team moves on because the winner of this series plays the winner of the Pacers anyway. Um, Blake Griffin's hurt. I don't I don't know if Andre Drummond and Reggie Jackson and that white dude who been shooting for Detroit. He might be a foreign white dude, but they've been shooting all. At least when they play the Pacers, they've been shooting. And I mean, we took that home and home just a couple weeks ago though. But the Bucks are too strong, man. I I want to give Detroit 5, but I honestly think that all of the top seeds in the East, excuse me, I think the top 3 seeds in the East have or like all have the best chance of sweeping. Excuse me again. So I'm gonna give the Bucks a sweep. I'm gonna get a Milwaukee Bucks a 4-0. 2-7 in the East is Toronto, Orlando. I didn't expect Orlando in the playoffs. With Kawhi Leonard, I would hope that the Raptors would be a different animal in the playoffs. Um, like Orlando is strong. Orlando can be scary, man. Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, DJ Augustine, Evan Fournier. Like they got players, man. The Orlando Magic got players, but Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, Marc Gasol, Pascal Siakam, who everybody is already handing most improved to, but I think D'Angelo Russell should win it. Um, I think Toronto sweeps. And then I don't know. I kind of take that back. Because the 3-6 Philly, Brooklyn, again Brooklyn, like the bottom 3 teams. Like if we go back to my NBA preseason predictions, I may have had Brooklyn in. And I think I had Charlotte in over Detroit, so I was a little let down the other day when Charlotte didn't get in. But then the schedule makers gave Detroit the Knicks on the last day of the season. Um, Brooklyn is dangerous. Like Brooklyn is really dangerous. And then you got Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons. Like the Sixers should easily, handily win this series. But as dangerous as the Nets are, I'm gonna give it to Philly in 6. and then we're gonna go to the 4-5 because the Pacers. Look. I'm gonna make all the excuses in the world. It's my show. I do what I want to do. I'm born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. I love my Pacers. So if Victor Oladipo never got hurt, coulda, woulda, shoulda, ands, if, buts, it's all make believe. What ifs is make believe. If Victor Oladipo would have stayed healthy, we would have been flirting with 60 wins, high 50s. We would have been flirting with the 1 or 2 seed, no matter where we would have finished if Vic stayed healthy. But the cards just played out. It's 5. The Pacers limped into the playoffs. Like back when Star Trek Into Darkness was coming out and everybody's like, is Benedict Cumberbatch Khan? Everybody was like, no, but everybody knew he really was. Nate McMillan should be coach of the year out there talking about the Pacers aren't tired. Ever since mid-January, the Pacers have been trying to make up and exert themselves and try to, for the lack of Oladipo. And, aside from a couple ugly losing streaks, they did a damn good job. But they got the 5 seed, and the Celtics got the 4 seed, and the Celtics are also a team, like, are they going to be, the Eastern Conference wrecking ball that everybody predicted back in September, October? Are the Celtics going to be this, team that's not really a team, this, like, Kyrie Irving trying to put on a show and push everybody forward and calling out his young guys in interviews and talking about he don't want to be famous, he don't want to be a celebrity, but he just made a movie last summer and he just act like a child when, like, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, like, they act like little kids when they lose a game and reporters are just doing their job. But even without Marcus Smart, no, of course no Oladipo. I hate to say it, man, but if Boston doesn't sweep, I think Boston wins in 5. I'm not gonna be a homer. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna call it. As a basketball fan, Boston is stronger. Gordon Hayward is coming into his own. He finally getting his legs back. And between Horford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving, Boston should sweep. Western Conference, Golden State Warriors 1 seed, LA Clippers 8 seed, the LA team that nobody had making the playoffs. I don't even want to talk about this series, man. Golden State sweeps. Unless Lou Williams or Montrezl Harrell go off for like 2 games, Golden State sweeps. The 2-7. The 2-7 is the only one. The 2-7 in the West is really the only one that I could see being an upset. Because you never count out Pop. You never count out the Spurs. And then Denver's so young. Denver's like that really good team that has no playoff experience. That got a home court seed. And between Joker, between Gary Harris, between all of the other guys, like, Denver should win. And I'm going to pick Denver to win. But if the Spurs took this in 6 or 7 games, it wouldn't be a surprise to anybody in the basketball world. But I'm going to take Denver in 6. The Spurs will win. The Spurs will get a couple games, man. But, yeah, like, the Spurs have the best chance of any road seed to go into the second round. The 3 seed Portland Trail Blazers, call them what it is, Pacers West. The 6 seed Oklahoma City Thunder, Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double for the 3rd year in a row. Paul George re-signing, no pressure. Arguably Defensive Player of the Year. Arguably one, MVP candidate, except he ain't going to get more votes than whoever come in second between Harden and Giannis. This is the series that I think, this is the lock. This is the Rec League podcast lock that the road team, and it sucks because of what happened to Portland last year, but I think they're going to miss Nurkic. I think they're going to, even with Dame, like, I love Dame. Dame is the most underappreciated point guard in the league. McCollum, McCollum had his injury, man, but they're going to miss Nurkic. And then, like, they could feed Steven Adams all series. Westbrook, PG, I think OKC beats the Blazers in 6. I ain't gonna say sweep because I ain't had New Orleans beating Portland last year, but Portland got swept last year. I don't think they get swept this year. I think they get 1 or 2. 4-5 in the West. Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz. This is the one. Like, this is the one that ruined what Adam Silver and the NBA experts that claim to be all knowing in his game. This is the series that messed up the entire bracket, the entire series. Because if Houston wins, they play Golden State round 2, and everybody wanted Golden State Houston in the Western Conference Finals again. But that's impossible now. Honestly, the Western Conference Finals, man, whether it be OKC, Denver, San Antonio, Portland, whoever come out of that is going to be like, it's going to be fun just to see that team in the Western Conference Finals and not Houston, or if Houston upsets, not Golden State. But yeah, Utah, I think Houston wins in 7 games. Houston over Utah in 7. I like Gobert, even though he's getting undeserved Defensive Player of the Year mention. He ain't leading the league in blocks. You know who did that? That was Miles Turner. And the league leader in blocks this year is getting no Defensive Player of the Year consideration, which is ridiculous. And then Donovan Mitchell is so nasty. But, I mean, when it comes to Houston and they firepower, I just don't see Utah beating them. I'm sorry. East round 2 would be Milwaukee, Boston. This is the one, like, I think that Boston, like, won the regular season series from Milwaukee. And this is the one that it's like, if Milwaukee lost, it would be a huge letdown for them. But then, like, I think Giannis has just, like, exceeded, you know what I'm saying? Like, Giannis has evolved into probably the best player in the NBA. Like, Giannis Antetokounmpo is at a point where, unless he's injured, you're just not going to stop him. And nobody on the Celtics can stop him. I think Kyrie might win the Eric Bledsoe matchup, but it's like, who's going to step up? This is going to be a series of which role players step up. That's all it is. The superstars are going to do what they do. Like, we're at the part of the season where superstars earn their paycheck. So Giannis is going to earn. Kyrie is going to earn. Gordon Hayward might even earn. Eric Bledsoe. Whichever Lopez the Bucks got. Like, he going to be out there making threes that he ain't got no business shooting. I think the Bucks win this in 6. I think the Bucks go to the Eastern Conference Finals and beat Boston in 6. My 2-3 would be Toronto, Philly. And this, I don't know why, but I just don't know if Toronto gets over this hump. I think Joel Embiid overpowers Gasol or whoever they got matched up against him. I think this is where, like, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, like all the trades Philly made come in and they show why they was traded for him, man. I think Philly wins in, again, 6. If it goes 7, Toronto's winning. I don't see Philly winning Game 7 in Toronto. And West round 2 will be the series nobody wanted this early. Warriors, Rockets. And then, again, like, I think it's a long series. I don't know if it goes 7, because I don't want to see another Game 7 where Houston can't make a 3 to save their life. But Houston has home court this time. So this, again, like, I'm gonna sound boring, man, but I think they'll beat each other. They'll tire each other out. And Golden State wins in 6. And it might come down to, like, maybe DeMarcus Cousins over oh man, I can't think of Houston's center right now. But DeMarcus Cousins is just going to outplay him. Give me a comment, give me a voice message, whatever. Curse me out because I couldn't remember this dude's name. I know he got the native, like, streak in his hair like Schroeder from OKC. Man, I can't remember this dude's name. But, I mean, Steph could go off, man. Barring injuries, man, because it's like somebody always has an injury in these high profile series, and nobody wants that. But I think Golden State in 6. I think Golden State has more shooters, and they'll just make more shots. Because you never know. Like, PJ Tucker could go cold. Eric Gordon could go cold. The only player that I know won't go cold for Houston is James Harden. He's gonna find his shot. Okay, the other series in the West is gonna be Denver OKC, and this is another one that I think between what Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Steven Adams, like I think the core of the Thunder outplay the core of the Nuggets. The Nuggets' youth and inexperience is gonna do them bad. You know what I mean? Like Joker might get his, but then I think OKC defensively stops everybody else for Denver. And every series in the second round goes 6 games, which obviously won't happen. I'm not an expert. I don't get paid by no NBA TV, Bleacher Report, TNT, ESPN. But I'm just saying what I think could happen. And I think OKC could beat Denver in 6 games. Eastern Conference Finals, Milwaukee Bucks, Philadelphia 76ers. I think this is the series this is the OKC, this is the Golden State Houston that everybody wanted in the East. I think. Maybe. I don't know. And this one comes down to can Joel Embiid stay healthy? Can they make a run this deep? Can all the pieces that Philly traded for outplay the 60-win Milwaukee Bucks? And I feel like if the NBA is rigged, I feel like Philly is the sexier pick to go to the finals. But Milwaukee is the better pick, and Milwaukee will be the team that I want. So I'm going to say this might be ill, but you want the conference finals to run long, and then it rarely does. So I'm going to say the Eastern Conference Finals runs 5 games, and Milwaukee wins that 5 games. Western Conference Finals, Golden State, OKC. I got to give it to the champs until somebody takes them out. That's just how my mind works. I think it'll go 7 between the defense of OKC, the firepower of Golden State. I think Golden State wins in 7, and it's gonna be heartbreaking for OKC to make it to the conference finals and then lose to Kevin Durant. And it'll be, I don't know if it's gonna be coming back from 3-1. I don't know what the magic of the series is gonna be. I don't know if Paul George can shut down Golden State's shooters. But like I said, I give it to the champs until somebody beats them. So my NBA Finals that I don't even want to predict is Milwaukee Golden State, which is going to be a really fun matchup if it comes to be. And again, I say Golden State wins until somebody could beat them. But if any Eastern Conference team can beat Golden State, it is the Milwaukee Bucks. Good thing the Phoenix Suns didn't make it to the finals. They beat the shit out of the Bucks. That was a joke because Phoenix, of all teams, swept the Bucks in the regular season. I want to see Giannis bully DeMarcus Cousins. I want to see Giannis bully Draymond Green. I want to see Steph and Clay just be unstoppable against Milwaukee. I want to see a 7-game finals. So this is the one that I'm going to cop out and not say how many games. But until the champs can be stopped, I'm going to say they win. So what say you, NBA playoffs, first round, semis, conference finals, NBA finals? Who do you guys have winning each series? In how many games? Who do you guys have going to the finals, man? Drop a comment. Drop a voice message. Let me know. And then I'll try to get some people on to predict the NBA finals with me when we get there. If you want YouTube, man, like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. When we come back on the Rec League, if we ain't talking about no hip-hop, I might piece it to where I do Avenger predictions before and after with this in between. I'm not sure yet. for all I know, man, chill until the next episode, because this could be where I end episode 15 of the Rec League podcast, man.